Good morning. I'm Devasena. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about ladder diagram, PLC ladder programming. This topic is present in the subject mechatronics. Let us discuss the topic. Ladder diagram. Ladder diagram is a graphical method for representing and programming an event-driven sequential process. A special schematic representation of hardware elements and its connections used to make combination of hardware and the description of sequence of events is called ladder diagram. Ladder diagram consists of two parallel lines which indicates AC supply lines. There are number of horizontal lines connecting these parallel lines. These horizontal lines define a specific operations and are called as rung. The entire structure looks like a ladder, hence it is called as ladder diagram. Elements of ladder diagram. Various elements used in ladder diagram are listed here. They are relays, motors, solenoids, lamps or indicators, and switches. PLC ladder programming. Ladder diagram is a method of programming of PLCs. Writing a program is equivalent to drawing switching circuit. That is, ladder diagram is a synthetic way of representing system hardware and controller. Ladder diagram consists of two vertical lines representing power lines. Circuit devices are connected as horizontal across the AC power lines, which looks like a rungs of the ladder. Each rung of ladder consists of number of input conditions and a single command output. In drawing ladder diagrams, certain conventions are adapted. The vertical lines of diagram represent the power rails between which the circuits are connected. Each rung of ladder defines one operation in the control process. The ladder diagram must be read from left to right and top to bottom. The figure shows scanning method of ladder diagram. In run mode, PLC goes through entire ladder program to the end. The end rung is clearly denoted, then it comes back to the start. The process of going through all the rungs of program is termed as a cycle. Each rung must start with at least one input and one output. Inputs are control action. Example, closing contacts of switch. Outputs are device connected to PLC. Example, a motor. Electrical devices are shown in their normal condition, that is open or close contacts. A particular device can appear in more than one rung in a ladder. Some identification number is used to identify device in each situation. All inputs and outputs are identified by their addresses. The notation used depending on the PLC manufacturer. This is the address of the input or output in the memory of the PLC. Symbols used in ladder diagram. Here we are going to discuss about the symbols used in ladder diagram. First we'll discuss about input devices, that is push button switch. Push button switch. Input devices can be push button switches used to start or stop a system. The switch may be normally open, that is NO, or normally closed, that is NC, and may be activated by many sources. The figure shows the symbols of push button switch. Limit switches. Now we discuss. Limit switches are used to sense presence or passage of a moving part. Figure shows a simple lever operated limit switch. The limit switch can be NO or NC type, and its symbols are shown here. Some limit switches are attached to sensing device for sensing pressure, temperature and level. When any parameter, that is pressure, temperature or level, crosses certain limits, they are actuated. Then NO contact will become NC and NC contact will become NO. Now in the input devices we discuss relay contact. Actually control relay is an output device, but once it is energized, its contacts NO or NC can be used as an input switch. Figure shows the representation of a control relay contacts. The output ports of PLC are of relay type or opto-isolator with transistor or triac types depending on devices connected to them, which are to be switched on or off. Generally, the digital signal from an output channel of PLC is used to control an actuator which controls a process. The actuator is a device which transforms the electrical signal into some powerful action which controls the process. Some output devices are relays, contactors, valves, motors, solenoid, and lights for visual indications. Figure shows the symbols of output devices. Thank you very much for listening this lecture. If you like this lecture means kindly share this video to your friends. For further updates, kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you.